story time. Also get ready with me for the day. Not going anywhere, but you know, just felt like doing a story time. To try to get the hair on my eyeball. Anyway, I'm gonna go close my curtain and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So I'm gonna start by pinning my hair up. Because this is usually the start of the morning routine. If I had foundation, I'd be wearing it, but I don't got any foundation. So we're gonna work with what we got here. I've got some concealer. I doubt it worked because there's not much in it. But that's okay. I should have gotten more when I was out, but it's okay. I'll ask my dad to buy me some later. I'm sorry, I'm picking at my eyeball so much. I still got hair in there. It's really bugging me. This is about as much as product as I might be able to get out of this tube. Because I don't have much product. So, story time about how my ex-girlfriend became my friend, then back to my enemy. So basically, when I was 15, I dated this girl from my school. I obviously not going to say her name, but she was one of those cool kids. One of the people that would like go around smoking stuff, you know. 1 second here. I'm just trying to grab my makeup brushes and okay. Alright. But basically I dated this girl when I was 15. Like I said, I can't say her name. Cause like she's also got YouTube and this is gonna be posted on YouTube. But I dated this girl and we dated for a good couple months. I think 2-3 months. But basically how I met her was we went to school together and she was a new student. I found her sitting in my seat in class and I'm like, oh, there's someone sitting in my chair, in my seat. That's okay, I can just maybe sit beside them. I said, is it okay if I sit with you? they said, yeah, she said, yeah, she didn't mind. I asked her name and if she was new. And obviously she said yes. And I'm like, oh, cool. Would you maybe want to be friends? She's like, sure. I don't really know many people since I just got here. Now, mind you, she's from Ukraine. Or something like that, I think she said. I really can't exactly put a good memory on that. She told me where she was from. And she was, I believe, 17 at the time. And I was dating this guy and stuff. You know, the usual. Like I said, I was dating this guy at the time. He was sweet. I liked him a lot. He was pretty chill. I didn't necessarily have any issues with him. But anyway. Basically, after a while, I got to know this girl and who she is and stuff. We hung out a couple times. I introduced her to my parents. I told them that she was my friend from school and stuff. And they're like, okay, well, it's nice that you got friends, that you're making new friends and stuff. And I'm like, just very confident about this and stuff. Like, she was sweet when I met her. I went to her house. I met her father. He was a pretty chill guy. He was funny. They had a dog. Their dog wasn't so sure about me at first. But then eventually warmed up to me, you know. After a while of hanging out with this girl, I began to develop feelings for her and stuff. Like, we hung out a couple of times. We were friends for like, I believe, a couple months. I can't really put my finger exactly on how long we were friends for before everything else, but yeah, no, she was the sweetest girl I've ever met. Super sweet, super nice. But it wasn't until I met the real her when I realized who she really was. She was pretty chill, though her dad was pretty chill. I thought he was a nice guy. He liked me. He definitely liked me. I'll say that I believe her dad definitely liked me. But he was a single father and he was raising his daughter on his own. Now they moved here a while back. So when I first generally met her, she wasn't that bad. She was pretty chill, pretty sweet, you know? Just your usual, sweet person and whatnot. But as I got to know her, though, like, we started dating. I can't exactly put a date on when we started dating. We started dating, though, and whatnot. We dated for a while, like 2 or 3 months. Everybody at school was happy for me. Now, before the second semester of the school year, this was like last year, I think, maybe the year before. I think it was the start of grade 11. There was this guy, and I was friends with his brother, and I had gotten his friend suspended because she had threatened me and stuff. And he didn't like that his friend got suspended because of her actions. And stuff, you know? Like, I've got nothing against these people. But it was all just a big shit show. Like, so like I said, I met her when I was 15. I think she was 17 though. I could be wrong. I believe she was 17. But either way, I was 15. She was either 17 or 16. But I think she was older than me. I can't exactly remember if she was older than me or not. But I definitely think she was older than me. Most likely probably older than me. Considering how I'm younger than most people. We had a couple classes together and whatnot. One second. We had like 1-2 classes together. We had an English class together, and then we had a hairstyling class together. Oh, and we had art together. Mind you, the teachers didn't like that we were sitting together. And how we talked and giggled so much. But you know, it's high school, it's whatever. Teachers don't like anything on a good day. But yeah, we started hanging out in school. Started to get to know her. She started to get to know me. We started dating. Like I said that. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself over and over again. It's okay though. Like I said, but we started dating and stuff. Like, it wasn't that serious at first. Like, it wasn't a serious relationship. I wouldn't exactly say that it was that serious, but she was okay at first, but then as we started to get to know each other, things kind of went downhill. I gotta use a better mascara. This one does not like me. Mind you, she'd hang out with all the smoker and vapor kids, and I kept my distance from those people. Because the smoker kids did not like me whatsoever. So I just stayed away, kept my own distance and stuff. I let them be, and I did my own thing. You know? I'm my own person. I do whatever I please on a good day. Sucks I can't get much product out of this. We'll have to ask my dad to get me some more concealer. I'm basically out of concealer. I should have bought some yesterday when I was out with my boyfriend. Anyway, this one time, she was like, "Oh, you were abusive towards your ex." That was in the past. I used to be very controlling towards my partner in my relationship. I used to not be very nice. I did change though. Definitely changed. I'm not like that anymore. Thank God, because that wasn't very nice. That was very, very toxic. And I hated the way I was. Felt like such a horrible person. I'm not. There it is. I was gonna say I wasn't sure where that went. That's not what I'm looking for. That one's one of my magnetic ones. Sorry, I'm just looking for one of my eyelashes that fell. Right here. There we go. There's the real one. I have to wash the other ones after. The ones I used yesterday. I'm not sure where my eyelash pliers are. But anywho. I got hit by a boy before her and I dated. And he basically hit me because his friend was suspended for threatening me. She allowed me to use her phone to call the police because I was afraid to call on my phone. Mind you, I'm very afraid of police, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It's just necessarily a part of life, you know? But, like, when I dated her, she wasn't that bad as I thought. Like, she was pretty sweet, pretty chill. we had no beef, we had no issues. We hung out. There was literally never a single problem between us until like my sweet 16. On my sweet 16th birthday, there was this guy who kept saying he was gonna do stuff with me, and I just wasn't comfortable with it because of what I went through a long time ago and stuff. Mind you, I'm not the brightest when it comes to these type of things, but you know. I try my best. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't, you know? It is what it is. But, like I said, I dated her, and as we dated, she had lost a pack of smokes outside of the school, and she basically had a freak out fit about it, because she likes to smoke. I don't think she vaped ever, I don't know. But like, she was pretty chill for a while. I tried my best to help her out and stuff, cause like she was upset. She lost her pack of smokes. So mind you, me being me, I'm trying to be the nice person and help her out. Like, she just was not having it. She was not physically like in the mood or anything like that. Like, I was very, very nice to her and stuff, cause like, I'm a nice person. I'm not a jerk. Like, you know, I'm not gonna go around treating someone horrible and stuff just because of drama and conflict. Like, she was super sweet, like I said in the beginning, but as we eventually got deeper into our relationship, she became more harmful toward herself and me. It's not that she ever abused me. She never abused me, but she basically caused me to do things to myself that I shouldn't be doing. And whatnot. She was never a bad person. It's just she had her days. She would physically, you know, self-harm and stuff in multiple areas on her body, and that was mentally and physically affecting me. and causing me to retaliate and repeat the same steps that she was taking. Mind you, my parents didn't like it. I'm not sure why this is not working. This is a weird pencil. I'm going to try to sharpen it. Because it's like not working. And I'm getting very confused. Do I have a sharpener for it? I do. I have one from my other thing. Okay. I gotta remove that. Restart the pencil liner. There's my liner, lip pencil thingy, whatever you call it. I want to do my eyebrows, but the problem is my eyebrow pencil, it's just too dark, and I don't like have necessary things to use and stuff, like to make it look as if it were better. Like I said though, we dated, she lost a pack of smokes, she had a freak out fit because she lost her pack of smokes. Whatever, I don't care, because like she's toxic. Her and my ex-friend are very, very, very toxic. So I'm not interested in talking to them or hanging around them. So even if they were to try to come talk to me, I wouldn't engage with them because they're toxic. They're bad people. I don't want to be hanging around with people like that. And I don't hang around with people like that. They're just bad in general. Anyway, stayed friends with her before we dated, and then we did date, and then she was toxic. And she caused me to hurt myself as well. Because she was mentally and physically hurting herself. So that was retaliating back on me and causing me to do things to myself that I shouldn't be doing. Which isn't normal. So, yeah. You get the point, okay? Sure you do. My nose is kind of itchy. But on my 16th birthday, we hung out, and then like the last day we were together was on my 16th birthday, and then the next day she had texted me and saying that she couldn't do it anymore and she didn't want to be with me, which really hurt because I didn't do anything to make her not like me. Like, literally, I didn't even do anything to her at all. And she literally just stopped talking to me, stopped everything between us. Like, I can't really explain how it all went down because it was just so long ago. But she hates my guts, and then my ex-friend decided it would be a great idea to be a backstabber. And shit. So they said that I announced my ex-girlfriend's sorry, not my ex-girlfriend, but my ex-friend's real name. I'm not gonna say that name because I'm not an ass. I'm not disrespectful towards my friend. Ex-friend, sorry. Anyway. Like I said, they're very toxic, very rude, disrespectful towards me, and I did not appreciate it. My ex-girlfriend went and said to my ex-friend that I had said their real name, and then they started bitching at me. And meanwhile, I gave my ex-girlfriend a picture of me when I was younger and a necklace that I bought from the dollar store. She burnt the picture of me, lit it straight up on fire, and burned it, and recorded it too. Which I thought was like, what the heck? Why would you do that? That's rude. That's not even cool. Like, what? You know? Like, I don't even understand. I didn't do anything to make them mad, and then they just started doing all of this to me. Like, I'm not judging, I'm not complaining. But, like, it was just weird and rude. Especially because I didn't do anything to them. But yeah, after all that, now we don't talk, we're all enemies. Anyways, that's it for today's video and my makeup tutorial. Thank you, and bye.